The history of the kettlebell. In ancient times, when it was still politically correct to call Russians commies, the commies were really poor. I guess much hasn't changed. The commies still drank a lot of vodka, but they used to drink it warm like tea because they couldn't afford central heat like a real civilization. When the Nazis started attacking commie cities during Dubia Deuce, the poor commie public didn't have enough guns and bullets. All they could do to resist was to fill up their kettles with highly flammable vodka and hurl it off the roof at the invading Nazis. To get the maximum distance out of the kettle hurl, Vladimir Belinskevich invented a proper form to the movement that could be used to warm up or to exercise. This is known as the kettlebell swing. One of the downsides of the kettlebell swing is that without proper form a swinger could spill the highly flammable vodka in between his or her legs and, well, the results aren't pretty. He developed a practice kettle known as a kettlebell that wasn't a kettle at all. Why didn't the commies just use an empty kettle, you ask? Well, because they're commies and not as smart as you or I, so they didn't think about that. This tactic was hardly successful during the war. Luckily the old US ever kicked the crap out of the Nazis and the Croats retreated like pussies. Stalin noted Mr. Belinskevich hard work and ingenuity, rewarding him to an all-expense-paid trip to a hard labor resort in Siberia. The commies taught all the foreign commies how to throw the flaming kettles at the US during the proxy wars we fought over the following years. The commies also continued to use the kettlebell swing as a form of exercise and made sure to show the Americans that they had a cool exercise that we didn't. All we had come up with during this time was jazzercise. Americans predictably got jealous and broke Belinskevich out of prison. Only Belinskevich didn't believe he was actually in a prison because his dumb commie ass had been so indoctrinated. So he developed a new form of the kettlebell swing that would suck harder than the first one. Thus the two forms were known as Russian, 2/3 swing, perfect for hurling flaming kettles, and American, full swing, which would dump the flaming vodka all over the head of the American, thus severely burning said American. He taught his evil swing to any American that would listen, hoping that the American public would burn itself as the commie army advanced into any American city. All the fitness folks complied, believing it to be the superior technique. Luckily, since Belinskevich is just a dumb commie, he didn't realize that we would never use this tactic in battle because our military is fucking awesome and our public is armed to the teeth thanks to the Second Amendment. Suck it, commies.